Hey guys, welcome back to the Free Terrible Gamers. This is your host, Colin, introducing our special guest host of today. Go ahead, Ryland.
Yo, what's up? My name's Ryland, or you can call me Furious Quixs. I am a YouTuber, and I have 314 subscribers, I'm pretty.
Go check them out. All right, Colin Ashton, go ahead. You know the routine.
What's up, guys?
How y'all doing?
All right. First topic of the day, open world games. As is voted on by the community. So which one are you guys looking forward to?
The open gaming, there's a few new ones coming out. I noticed Gotham Knights. It's supposed to have an open world feature, and I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to play out. What about you, Ashton?
Yeah. Me, I had a few of them, but one that stood out to me was Hogwarts Legacy. It's a open world game, but it's based in, the Harry Potter world, and you start out as a student and you go around taking different classes, learning different, stuff about being a wizard and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty interesting and cool.
Did you say Hogwarts what?
Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, I'm assuming they're open world. You got probably be able to go in between the locations that play alongside with the book and the story. I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Especially,
that's what it is.
oh, my bad. I was gonna say, especially since the flying car will be probably a feature that you added in there.
It might be, or you just might fly around on the broom or whatever. I'm not sure what they're going to add. It's still pretty new in development as far as I know, but I just was reading about it and that fans were really, really, really happy with, and I think it's going to be a good game if they do it right. What about you, Rylan?
Well, like Cole said, Gotham Knights. I'm really excited for that game, just because, I'm pretty sure it's going to be hooked with. It's going to be kind of based off of what happened in, I think, what was it, Arkham Knight? Was the last game? I really want to play that game. And also, I want to, you said the last podcast, wasn't the Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers or something like that?
Yes. Yeah, it's coming out. They say holiday this year, and Colin said, I believe, November 8th he's seen.
Yeah, I really want to play that game as well.
Good point of view, man. Colin.
The open world games?
Yeah.
Mine would be Saint Rose, the remake coming out on August 23rd. Going back to an old classic, like I said, it's a remake. The original Saint Rose, I believe, came out in 2006. Don't quote me on that.
That's right.
I have no
I think I remember something about 2006.
But, I mean, I played all 4 titles so far. Well, 5 if you count Agents of Mayhem, but it was pretty much a spin-off the series, not an actual thing. And as you guys were saying about Gotham Knights, I was also anticipating it, which it has a release date of October 25th. And it is I believe Batman is dead in it. And then you play as Nightwing, Robin, Red Hood, and Batgirl.
Yeah, I think I've seen that Batman was
pretty
killed.
sure we touched up on some of that in a previous podcast.
Yeah, but I think we said that it was a remake opposed to an actual new game, which it is.
And I had a runner-up on the open world games, just to touch on it for a second. Forspoken. And I believe it's a PS4 exclusive. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. But it's about a girl that gets dropped into this world after she puts some kind of bracelet on. But the dialogue in the game's not real good. Fans are making fun of it, but I think they'll fix that since fans are making fun of it. But the gameplay looks really, really good. You go around fighting dragons, a bunch of different monsters and stuff. It looks pretty good.
It sounds cool.
But Saint Rose versus GTA.
Saint Rose versus GTA. I had a split opinion on this. So I just played Saints Row the other day for the first time. It was Saints Row 4 because I'd never played it before. I've always been more GTA. I love GTA San Andreas and Vice City. Those are my two favorite. But I did say Saints Row for the missions because I enjoyed the missions in Saints Row. In GTA, I just went around shooting people, stealing cars, and blowing up stuff. And I never enjoyed the missions in GTA. I just went around doing whatever I wanted. But for Saints Row, I actually enjoyed the missions and they were fun to do.
I agree with that. What about you, Rowland?
Well, I'm gonna say GTA on this one because I have more experience playing GTA. I have Saint Rose because I've only played one game, and it was Saint Rose. I'm pretty sure it was the third one. I just have more experience playing GTA and stuff. But the missions on Saint Rose, I think it's more action packed. It has way more action and stuff into it than GTA does.
Yeah,
but
good
I
point.
Experience playing GTA, and I just like the story mode overall and everything. So I'm gonna that.
How about you, Cole?
Well, okay, so Rose, like they went into more detail for the storyline compared to GTA 5, and in my opinion, modded GTA is one of the popular and most favored games out there.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm also going to have a split opinion like I should have. So growing up, it was always GTA, GTA this, GTA that. Grew up on San Andreas and Vice City. But as far as mission goes, their missions was always bland and seemed like the story was always to the point, while St. Rose was always more of a comedic side to it, which of course it could have been my maturity level whenever I played these games as well. Because like I said, as a kid, which I mean, yeah, as an adult, I went back and replayed them and everything else, but still, the story mode on Saint Rose versus GTA, Saint Rose definitely wins because in GTA you don't get to go around in a gimp suit and beat people with dildos.
Oh,
That's true.
That isn't there?
Why do you not enjoy beating people with dildos? Would you not have an enjoyment of having like a 7-foot dildo and just bashing someone up the side of the head with it?
No.
7 foot.
I wouldn't be okay with it if it happened to me, but doing it to some NPC on a video game, I'm definitely okay with it. But going back to Saint Rose 4 is probably my favorite Saint Rose foe, just because where you fight those aliens and you lived in a simulation, kind of like the Truman Show type of situation, and you could access all these power ups throughout the game, and you could jump like 50 feet up in the air. Once you pretty much was towards the end of the game, you could pretty much do anything that would be in reality in real life, while GTA was still based in obviously our world.
Yeah.
And half of them you couldn't even swim in anyways.
I remember that.
Well, that's definitely something that I still think you just like because
Oh, we had to earn this explicit rating somehow this episode.
We got to earn it every episode somehow.
But was it like pink dildo or was it a black?
It was purple.
It was purple.
Part of our color scheme. That same color, purple.
Well, the purple peen.
The purple peen. Better than the Iron
Go
Giant.
on. Let's get off the topic of dildos before we scare our viewers.
Oh. Since the new Madden is coming out, well, I guess technically today, but by the time we release it, it's going to be out for a couple days. So, what is your favorite Madden title of all times?
2016.
So, 16.
Yep.
That's a relatively new one. Why 16?
Because it has Pittsburgh Steelers. They had Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, before he got accused of beating a woman, and Ben Roethlisberger. One of the best cores, I think, in the NFL at that time.
So you like him just because of the roster that year?
Yes, it was a huge thing for the roster. I got to play with like running backs at the time, and one of the best all-time receivers.
I got to compare that to this season. because Madden hasn't jumped onto 2K's bandwagon yet and decided to have like classic teams and everything else yet.
I think they should.
I definitely think they should. Could you imagine doing like some Tom Brady versus some classic Peyton?
Oh yeah, exactly. But I mean, I guess they used to flirt with that idea back in the day when they actually had Hall of Fame teams.
Yeah.
That's
That you could unlock.
That's true.
Well, my favorite Madden was Madden 07.
All right.
And
What?
I've talked about it, but it's because I made my own quarterback on the Chargers, and I just maxed out everything. So I would just dominate every team. I made tournaments. I'd wipe everybody out. Most of the time, the other team went scoreless.
Yep.
So
about you,
you
Rowland?
just like bullying?
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, Ashton enjoys bullying people. Have you not seen Ashton?
Yes, I see him on 2K all the time. Why do you think like primary scores?
I mean, he's known for dragging his nuts across 10-year-olds' faces.
That's right.
Hold on.
That's
What?
Rowland.
This is new information for me. I really I don't see him drag his nuts across 10-year-old face.
Because we don't have a 10-year-old in the house.
Rowland's the closest thing.
10-year-olds that play 2K.
Oh,
Okay.
Not real
So
life. That
hopefully Zach doesn't turn 10 anytime soon.
He's got 8 years.
At that point, Ashton won't be able to lift up his knee above his belly button anyway, so Zach will be fine.
I'll be in a wheelchair by then.
Hit a ramp and jump him and drop a teabag on him there.
I might.
All right, Rowland, take it away, man. Give us your point.
well, I probably only played like one Madden like my whole entire life, and I'm pretty sure it was like Madden 15 or something like that. I don't really know much about any Madden games or anything. So
Fair enough. You
Well,
only play
yeah, you're
one.
a PC gamer anyway.
You can't cheat on PC like you can on Fortnite with Madden.
Yeah.
I even play Fortnite anymore.
As Ashton said, Madden 07, that was a good Madden. But, I mean, I enjoyed that one for the music. But since he chose that one, I am going for 1 year later with Madden 08.
So I thought about that one too. But I picked 07.
You had Vince Young as a cover athlete. Not Vincent Young, not our 7th grade history teacher.
Gonna end up in Lonely Town.
But
Do you remember your 10th grade teacher?
had Vince Young as a cover athlete. That's also when Madden introduced the short ran fantasy challenge series where you could play against every single team in the NFL, and this was the first time that it wasn't the first time you was able to unlock Hall of Fame, but you didn't have to go through like different majors to get it. But if you wanted the Hall of Fame teams unlocked, and they even added in 4 other teams that were just made up teams. So you played through all this whole entire fantasy thing. If you won, you didn't lose anything. You just gained skill points, and you can upgrade your team that way. But if you lost, you lost a couple players. So you was pretty much gambling as you was playing, like how you would in real. Like if you play yourself, pretty much you play all 32 teams, and then you have certain leagues, and you're jumping up through each league each time. Each time that you win, you get skill points to boost up your team. And then once you get to the end, you play the final NFL team, then you go on to the Supreme League is what they call it. And that's where you play the Hall of Fame team. So you play the AFC Hall of Fame team, and then the NFC one. And then after that, you would play against the practice dummies. They made them a team. And then there was the Glaciers, and the Glaciers you played on an ice field. So obviously it was harder to move around and everything else. And then after that, you played against the Tridents, which it was raining that whole entire game. And your opponents were literally 8 feet tall. So it was a thing on that. And then final boss on that game was a team called the Deceivers. But once you beat all these teams, you got to unlock them. And the Deceivers, they were allowed to cheat. Like they had 5 downs where you only had 4. anytime you kicked a field goal, it narrowed it down like half of what a normal field goal would be. And then anytime they kicked a field goal, they would get like double of what a normal field goal would be. So it was like, obviously hard for them to miss. And I think the
Wow.
deceiver was the only time a team had managed to score on me in that whole entire process.
Wow.
Nice.
That's why it's my
So,
favorite match.
Showboat.
Hey, I beat it fair
Yeah.
and square. I know about that one.
I'll take your word for it.
But I had that one on the PS2.
Oh yeah, now that's old times.
Oh, now going on to the next one. What is your favorite Call of Duty?
Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It is my favorite. Don't get me wrong, I love Black Ops 1, but COD Black Ops 2 was superior.
I
What
would
about you,
say
Ashton?
my favorite Call of Duty, I have two of them. One is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And I love the zombies on there and the multiplayer. And for a while, I was ranked like 125th in the world on multiplayer a long time ago in my prime days.
That's before you was a
And-
terrible player.
That's right. That was before I was a terrible gamer. But
We all went downhill.
yeah, that's true. But and my second one is Modern Warfare 3. I love the special ops. I'd always load in, play the resistance map over and over and over all day long, and I'd also play the multiplayer on it. It was pretty good, but special ops is what I really liked about Modern Warfare 3.
Hide in the corner and face the juggernauts.
That's right.
The Juggernauts were so ignorant.
So much.
Yeah, they were hard to kill.
Yeah.
What about you, Rylan?
Yeah, you're talking about pure rage.
Well, like you said, Black Ops 2 and Warfare 3. Actually, me and you, we used to play them all the time whenever we were sitting in the living room playing them. Really
Yeah,
fun.
we did.
I really like one of the two games I had probably the best time playing COD on and everything. Also have another one, Call of Duty Ghosts. Most people don't like it. I like it just because really I think the campaign was really good.
It really did have a good campaign.
And I also heard
I like the multiplayer on that as well.
Yeah. My friend told me there might actually, after Modern Warfare 2 comes out, there'd be Ghost 2. But I'm pretty sure they're actually working on Ghost 2.
That's interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
If I'm not mistaken, it was the first Call of Duty to have infected, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's the only one, isn't it?
we grinded that so much.
wait, yeah.
No, wait, they brought it back in a couple others after that, Colin.
Gotcha. It tells you how it last time I played a Call of Duty.
Yeah, and it's one of my favorites.
I actually just played Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
So here I go, about ready to showboat again, because where you guys chose 2, I chose 3. I chose 1 for every mode, minus the infestation mode. I chose Black Ops 2 just solely for the zombies, which has been a common trope in between everybody so far.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I chose Advanced Warfare for the multiplayer just because I actually enjoyed the whole entire exosuit thing. I know a lot of people hated on it, but I was able to actually hop in the air, boost around, do whatever I needed to do, and then still be able to quick scope people. So I was just one of the people that liked the game.
The game was awful.
And then
It doesn't matter how the game was.
Yeah,
It was the gameplay itself. I like the mechanics.
I think I was the first one I got a season pass on as well. And I'm going with Rowan on this one, and for the campaign, I chose Ghost. The story was great on it, the whole 9 yards, and then to add the icing on the cake, you had to play at the very end of it, and it was an exclusive up until the time he released the album. So you actually had to
Can I
beat the
point something
game.
out to you, Colin?
Go ahead.
Every game that we've talked about, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, you've talked about the music in every game. Do you know how much that is that kind of thrills me to that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. That's what I look for in life, and mainly is the music is good. I'm going to go to it. There could be a pedophile in a van playing good music, and I'll probably go right to him.
Well, Colin, I'm gonna have to say that and your fantasy dildo beating thing is probably
That
Maybe.
too. I will let somebody whack me with a 7-foot dildo if they have good music. Well, we're actually going to get through all the topics today.
yeah.
Which is
But before you move on to that, if we're going to talk about campaign like Call of Duty, I say Black Ops 3 because I played that entire campaign. I love that campaign. And later they brought the campaign back in Nightmares, which is the same exact campaign
but with zombies.
but with zombies, and it was awesome. I wish they do that with every Call of Duty. That was amazing. I love that.
There is one campaign that I really like. That's like the Black Ops campaign, the Ghost. I kind of like the Advanced Warfare's campaign also.
It's pretty good. The multiplayer's balls, but the campaign's good.
The campaign was really, and didn't they have in Advanced Warfare like a zombies mode too?
They did.
They did.
That was the only zombies mode I ever completed an Easter egg on.
Oh yeah, it was
Really?
Because I remember.
Yep. Yeah, to do the main Easter eggs on those Black Ops series, you actually had to have all 4 people, and on Advanced Warfare, that was the only one you could have any certain amount of people and do it. You could do it by yourself, you could do it with 4 people, you could do it with a partner, or you could do it with 3 people. So it just varied by how many people was actually playing. So on that, you had to go through, and I think you had to collect badges. You had to not really glitch something, but do an in-game okay glitch to do something else. And then, like I said, it was worth 50 achievement points for completing it.
Wow.
Well, guys, on that note, I say we go on and hit the last topic because I'm kind of eager about this one.
Yeah, that way we can actually get through everything for once.
Yeah.
I know.
Favorite racing games. Everyone should have a different one on this one. If not, I will be surprised.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah. Well, mine is Hot Pursuit. I played it on
That's a good one.
PlayStation 2. As much as I dislike PlayStation, I loved playing it. It was one of my favorite games. I always loved the chase. Loved being chased.
That's a fair one. I enjoyed playing that one too, but I'm glad I didn't choose that one.
Yeah, me too.
What'd you choose,
Well,
Rylan?
what's yours, Colin?
Forza Horizon. Yeah,
I'm first. I'm the host. I'm going last on this one.
Forza Horizon.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm pretty sure. First game on Forza Horizon, like the Xbox 360 one.
Uh-huh.
One of my favorite games of all time. Like
One of
racing.
the favorites all times.
Okay.
And I played with Colby a lot on it. Also. And
I believe it.
Pretty sure one time I played with Ashton too.
Yeah.
Well, if you played
have
Soul
one for me.
Uniball, that's probably a decent thing. I mean, he wasn't really gaming, but he played some.
What about you, Ashton?
Well, I had a couple, but my first one, all-time favorite, is MX versus ATV Unleashed for the PS2. I love that game. It was awesome. I would always use dirt bikes. I'd use 4-wheelers once in a while, or ATV for you guys that don't know what a 4-wheeler is out there, out of state. But I'd use a motorcycle and just go around doing a bunch of different tricks, freestyle races, and it was just really fun. And my second one, Rylan took, it was Forza Horizon, the original first one. It was really fun. I also played a bunch with Colby online. But since you took that one, Rylan, I will say kind of what Cole said with Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I'll say Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 on the GameCube. I played that a lot and beat it.
We actually all kind of had identical answers from what I was thinking in the first place. Granted, mine was going to be in the Horizon series, but since you guys have already chose Horizon series, I am going with my runner-up, and I am glad no one else has said it, but it's ATV2 Off-Road Fury.
Oh yeah, I thought about it.
Had
You
it.
talk about music in a game. That's
Music,
the best.
music was great in it. The gameplay
Honest.
still good replayability today's time.
Oh yeah, I was playing it yesterday.
I enjoyed the fact of when playing multiplayer, you'd always get pissed at everybody because you was deciding to kick them off the bikes or the
Yeah.
or the ATC. Remember all the good cheat codes.
The first time I played that game with y'all kicked me off.
Yeah.
Yep, we lined you up and just drilled you.
I think that was at my bachelor party, wasn't it?
It was that little jump.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the cheat codes. You had Bubba, you had Lee.
Gold Rush to unlock everything.
But yeah, just the replayability on that. I preferred to play the freestyle mode more than anything else, but I did beat it, actually the racing part the way you was supposed to without cheating as well.
Yeah, I've done that, but it's more fun just to unlock everything and go through freestyle with the 3-wheeler.
Yep, I was going to say it's more fun to just go right straight to the cheat codes and go to the ATC or the Eagle right away.
Yep.
See, no, I never actually played that game. I never got a chance to.
I know you got molested as soon as you got to get on it.
Yeah.
I know it was like it was painful to watch at first, but I mean it wasn't bad.
Like I said, the replayability on it is fine. I believe I still have it.
That's my copy, ain't it?
It is your copy. It's a copy that you gave me, and I never plan on giving back.
Yeah, I finally just bought one complete in box to replace it because I knew I wasn't gonna get it back.
Oh yeah, and between me and Colby, constantly swapping up on it.
Yeah, and now I just emulate it on my Odin.
Now you can just I don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the original?
I have played the original on the PlayStation 1. It is not even close to the second one. It's not even, I mean, it's decent, but it's not any close. It's not even fair.
Gotcha.
It's so much, the second one's so much better. I'm surprised they haven't made a third one.
Oh, yeah. But I don't think they could ever time the music releases that was released that year.
No, that's, in my opinion, that is the best game with the best set of music out there ever in history, gaming history.
Favorite song on there, Bad Religion.
I don't know the name of my favorite song on there. But
I'm pretty sure I found out music and 7-foot dildos.
That's a good life lesson to learn from that one, Cole.
Episode.
Well, at least you didn't take the 7-foot dildo.
Well, you know he's flexible like that. Well,
all right. Now, Alan, you got about 12 people listening at any given time. Tell them what you want to tell them.
Well, like I said at the beginning, I have a YouTube channel. If you guys could, I would like you to subscribe to it. It's Furious Quixs. I'm trying to grow on YouTube and everything, so I would just like for you guys to subscribe. And really, that's all I have to say.
But I will drop his YouTube link in the description of the episode so you guys can go
subscribe.
Show him some love.
Well,
he don't get much love. He
go
needs
give
some.
his YouTube love.
And if you guys are listening from his YouTube channel, we appreciate you. Special shout out.
We appreciate the listens.
Same way. Go hit our YouTube channel as well as Ryland's. And thank you guys for listening.
Yep. Thank you guys.
All right. I'm pretty sure we're out.
Bye.